This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 333, How to Get Health Insurance When You Work for Yourself, Part 2, by Stephen Warley of LifeSkillsThatMatter.com. And I'm Dan, I am your host here, and I'm reading to you every single day of the week, including weekends and holidays, from some of the best blogs on entrepreneurship. And today's episode is actually a continuation post from yesterday, so we're going to get to that in just a sec. But before we do, is your Wi-Fi slowing down at the office or when you're working from home? Then it's time for you to upgrade your Wi-Fi. Netgear's business Wi-Fi 6 products, like their Orbi Pro Mesh systems and Wi-Fi 6 access points, represent the latest in Wi-Fi technology. They deliver unmatched speeds, coverage, enterprise-level security, and 4 times the network capacity, whether you're at the office or working from home. Plus, they're packed with features like the ability to easily create a separate network dedicated to your home office or a guest network for your business's waiting room or lobby. Visit netgear.com/business and use code OPTIMAL10 at checkout to save 10%. Now, as I mentioned, today is a continuation from yesterday, so I recommend you check out that episode if you haven't done it already. That's episode 332. But if you are all caught up, let's hear the rest of this post as we optimize your life. How to Get Health Insurance When You Work for Yourself, Part 2, by Stephen Warley of LifeSkillsThatMatter.com. Alternative health insurance options. Over the past 20 years, I've also relied upon many alternative options to meet my healthcare needs outside of conventional health insurance. My high insurance deductible has incentivized me to constantly seek lower-cost alternatives for specific healthcare needs. What follows is a mix of some of the services I have used and others some of my solopreneur peeps have tried. Talk to your doctor about your healthcare needs. During the times I didn't have health insurance, my doctor found ways to keep my costs low. For my office visits, he charged me just 25% of the rate he would for insurance companies. That tells you something right there about the outrageous cost of healthcare. To treat a sinus infection, the same doctor once gave me a free Z-Pack. He said a drug rep recently gave him a few samples. Anytime he prescribed a medication, he always found the lowest cost option. Also, talk to the administrative staff in your doctor's office to get suggestions about which health insurance they would recommend. They have to deal with them all the time, so they'll provide insight into which ones will give you the most bang for your buck. Catastrophic health insurance is an option to consider if you're healthy, have no dependents, and are under the age of 30, offered as part of Obamacare. The monthly premiums are low, but the deductibles are very high. Basically, you're just getting this insurance in case you get into an accident or if you're diagnosed with a serious illness. Consider buying a traveler's health insurance policy if you plan on spending extended time abroad working as a digital nomad. The cost depends on your destination, age, and length of time you'll be overseas. So it's generally much less expensive than staying in the U.S. and paying for health insurance. Health savings accounts, or HSAs, could be a good option to supplement your health insurance, especially if you have regular medical expenses or anticipate an upcoming procedure. Think of them as an IRA for health expenses. You can contribute up to $3,550 a year as of 2020. HSA gains are tax deductible, and withdrawals aren't taxed when used for valid medical expenses. First-time patient offers are my go-to move for reducing the cost of my eye and dental exams. Standard annual dental insurance would cost more than 2 cleaning visits in the course of a year. Fortunately, I have healthy teeth, so now go to the dentist just once a year. I've paid as low as $60 as a new patient for a cleaning, full set of x-rays, and fluoride treatment, which would cost upwards of $150 as a regular patient. I use the same tactic for my annual eye exam. When I need new prescriptions for my glasses, I use Zenni Optical. It now costs less to get a new pair of glasses than when I was a kid. No joke. Retail medicine is completely changing how I view my healthcare options. Again, I have a high insurance deductible, so barring a hospital stay, I'm never going to hit it. It's often cheaper and faster for me to get a flu shot, my cholesterol tested, or treatment for minor illnesses at a walk-in clinic or a pharmacy like CVS. Save on drug costs by buying generic drugs, by getting them from a retailer like Walmart, or find coupons on GoodRx.com. Take your health insurance premiums as a tax deduction. Unlike an employee, you can take them as a tax deduction when you work for yourself. How to choose the right health insurance for you. I've given you a lot of different health insurance options to consider because I want you to realize you have far more options than you realized. You are no longer limited to the handful of options provided by your employer. I want to inspire you to create a health plan that works for you and your budget. Here are a few key factors to determine the right healthcare plan for you. Number 1, your health needs. If you want to work for yourself, your health can't be overlooked. You are the engine of your business, so you got to take care of yourself better than ever. Take a moment to list your existing medical needs, like prescriptions, therapies, and your average number of doctor visits each year. Also, consider your health goals over the next year. Are there any procedures or other anticipated medical expenses on your horizon? Understanding your overall health costs will help you determine your desired annual deductible versus your monthly premium. Number 2, dependent coverage. If you have a spouse, children, or other family members reliant on your health insurance, make a list of their medical needs as well. The number of dependents covered will have a significant impact on the type of insurance you choose. Number 3, your risk tolerance. Everyone has a different relationship with risk. Your risk tolerance might also vary from one aspect of your life to another. When it comes to your health, you want to make sure you feel secure in whatever way that means to you. If you are providing for a family, your risk tolerance is most likely lower than mine as someone who is single. If you are younger, your risk tolerance might be higher than someone like me in their 40s. If there's one crucial lesson I've learned in business, the lowest cost option isn't always the best option. Choose the option within your budget that gives you peace of mind. Number 4, your questions and needs. Finally, what else do you expect from your health insurance provider? Hire them as you would for any other member of your team and consider at least 3 options to make the best choice for you. What unanswered questions do you have about buying a health insurance policy? Take a moment to make a list of all your questions and start finding answers for them. The more familiar you get with buying health insurance, the more confident you'll be about overcoming this obstacle to working for yourself. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled How to Get Health Insurance When You Work for Yourself by Stephen Warley of LifeSkillsThatMatter.com. Now, if only it were possible to get a list of great candidates the moment you post a job online, right? Well, it is with Indeed Instant Match. The moment you post a sponsored job, you get quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Don't just hope your perfect candidate will find you. Indeed's hiring tools help you cut through the noise to hire faster and smarter. Plus, with Instant Match, 90% of employers get quality candidates from Indeed's resume database as soon as they sponsor a job post, according to Indeed data. When hiring gets hard, you need Indeed, the job site that makes hiring incredibly simple. Just attract, interview, and hire. In fact, with Indeed, you can do all of your hiring in one place, even interviewing. Join the more than 3 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. Get started right now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/startup. Get a $75 credit at Indeed.com/startup. That's Indeed.com/startup. Offer valid through September 30th. Terms and conditions apply. And thank you to Stephen, and you can come visit his site, which I have linked in this episode's description and at oldpodcast.com. He started Life Skills That Matter in 2016 to show you how work is changing as you know it and how you can change work to your advantage. He's been working for himself since getting laid off way back on Election Day in 2000. He's obsessed with researching and experimenting with alternative ways of working, and now he makes enough money to live the life he wants without losing his mind from overworking. He also has a podcast where he's interviewed over 500 people who've made that transformation to self-employment. It is called Life Skills That Matter Podcast, and you can also find that on his site, which again is lifeskillsthatmatter.com. But that's it for today. I thank you so much for spending some time with me here and for subscribing. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back again with you tomorrow for the Monday show, where your optimal life awaits.